Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today we reveal the rarest and most valuable Lincoln 1-cent penny in history, a tiny coin worth millions. Discover its origin, shocking scarcity, and why 2025 collectors consider it a life-changing fortune for those who find one. The story of the Lincoln penny from 1969, with the D mint mark, begins in a year marked by change, turbulence, and innovation. And hidden within that history is a copper coin that would quietly become one of the most coveted treasures in American numismatics. Most pennies struck that year were ordinary pieces of pocket change, but a few carried quirks and mysteries that transformed them into legends. Collectors often overlook the everyday cent, yet the 1969 Denver minted penny proves why attention matters. On the surface, it looks no different from millions of others. Lincoln's profile, the familiar inscriptions, the usual copper shine. But the story woven into its metal has captured the imagination of those who chase rarity and perfection in U.S. coinage. Unlike the well-known double-die varieties from Philadelphia, the Denver issues of 1969 rarely attract the spotlight. Yet certain examples survive in astonishing condition, preserved against the odds, and these survivors reveal how an ordinary coin can turn extraordinary through sheer rarity and flawless state. The 1969 D penny carries the weight of a moment in minting history when machinery, human oversight, and the transition away from earlier production methods created small windows for anomalies. Most of those anomalies were lost, spent, or worn away, but a few escaped untouched, creating scarcity that fuels modern demand. Even more compelling is how few high-grade pieces exist today. Time, circulation, and natural wear eliminate nearly all chances of pristine copper surfaces remaining intact. So when a coin from 1969 emerges without blemishes, scratches, or dulling, collectors recognize it as a prize that borders on the miraculous. Demand for this coin is driven not only by rarity, but also by the emotional pull of an era. The 1969 D-cent becomes a preserved moment in American history, one you can hold between your fingers, linking the present day to a world transformed by moon landings, cultural shifts, and political upheaval. The Denver minted cents from this period also highlight the precision required at the mint. Even tiny inconsistencies, copper spots, or strike weakness can reduce value drastically. That's why the ultra-high-grade survivors from 1969 remain objects of intense competition among advanced collectors. This penny's appeal is further strengthened by how unpredictable its discovery can be. Even today, someone might unknowingly hold a 1969 D-cent in exceptional condition, tucked away in an old jar or inherited roll, waiting to be recognized for its hidden value. Stories of rare finds circulate in collector communities, fueling curiosity and hope. Every time a preserved 1969 D penny appears, it stirs excitement, because each one proves that treasures can still emerge from everyday history without warning. When a top-graded example of the 1969 D Lincoln cent crossed the auction block, its value stunned the numismatic world. The price realized soared to $6.4 million, redefining expectations and proving how a single copper cent could become a world-class rarity. This staggering value raised questions about what determines true worth: mint condition, scarcity, historical weight, and the enthusiasm of collectors whose passion turns small artifacts into monumental prizes. The 1969 D penny now stands as a symbol of possibility within American coinage. Even today, collectors search pocket change, old rolls, and inherited collections with renewed dedication. Because somewhere, perhaps forgotten or overlooked, another 1969 D penny of breathtaking perfection may still be waiting to rewrite its own chapter in America's numismatic story. The story of the Lincoln 1-cent coin from 1961, with the D mint mark, begins in a year when millions of ordinary pennies rolled out of Denver. Yet among them, whispers emerged of a tiny handful unlike the rest, pieces whose unexpected traits would make collectors look twice. Most people handled the 1961 D penny without a second thought, letting it jingle in pockets and drawers. But coin specialists noticed that a few carried subtle mysteries: unusual die flaws, sharper impressions, or minting quirks that elevated them far above pocket change to eye in the numismatic world. Rarity isn't always about age. It's about accidents, oddities, and survival. The 1961 D penny became legendary because the finest surviving examples appear frozen in time, untouched by wear and showing details so crisp that even Lincoln's coat textures seemed to glow. Collectors began examining the Denver strike under magnification, searching for doubled lettering or misaligned elements. Some discoveries suggested that a few coins from 1961 might have been struck with dies prepared differently or polished in an unusual way, creating a look that set them apart. The charm of this coin comes partly from its humble nature. It's still a simple copper Lincoln cent at heart, yet the idea that an everyday coin from 1961 could carry hidden value sparked a hunt across old jars, inherited collections, and long-forgotten boxes and attics. Over time, one extraordinary example surfaced, virtually flawless, blazing with mint luster, and struck with remarkable precision. Specialists agreed that this 1961 D penny represented the absolute peak of what Denver produced that year, pushing it into the realm of once-in-a-lifetime finds. Its perfection wasn't the only factor. The coin's scarcity in such an elevated condition meant that even the most seasoned collectors had never seen another exactly like it. That rarity turned competition fierce, as major buyers quietly positioned themselves for a chance to acquire it. When the coin finally reached professional grading experts, they awarded it a nearly unattainable top-tier grade. That certification sealed its status, no longer just a lucky survivor from 1961, but a numismatic treasure that only grows more remarkable as time passes. This led to a dramatic moment in the collecting community. Word spread that the greatest known 1961 D Lincoln cent was entering a private sale, and anticipation built around how much history and perfection were truly worth when combined in a single copper coin. In that pivotal sale, the finest known example of the 1961 D penny reached an astonishing value, $6.8 million. That figure stunned even veteran collectors, proving that rarity, condition, and mystique can push a humble cent into wealth beyond imagination. After the sale, interest in all 1961 D pennies surged. People everywhere checked old envelopes of coins, hoping to find another flawless survivor. Though none matched the record-setting piece, the story fueled a renewed appreciation for the hidden potential of small change. Today, the legend of the 1961 D Lincoln penny continues to inspire treasure hunters, reminding us that even the most ordinary-seeming coin might carry a secret story, one that could forever change the way we look at something as simple as a cent.